16 teachers resigned from Campion College. Hi again and welcome. This is Links 007 TV News Report, and we'll be right back with the full details to come. Welcome to Links 007 TV News Report, providing you with the best in local and international news updates. This is a place where you can get the most reliable and informative news information. Links 007 TV News Report. Welcome back and thanks for joining us. This is Links 007 TV News Report. The exodus of teachers from Jamaica's classroom, most notably for better pay and working conditions overseas, has not spared one of the country's top educational institutions, Campion College. The school has since filled all vacancies except for a lab technician post, and the school is in the process of orientating 21 new members of staff. While the focus on Jamaicans has not been the mass exodus of teachers, primarily to take up posts in the U.S. market, not all teachers are migrating. Campion College principals share that some teachers have developed a bond with the school, and their students are gutted when they feel that they have no choice but to leave. Inadequate remuneration, poor working condition, and the feeling of being disrespected by authorities are the top three reasons being cited for educators exiting Jamaican classroom and seeking job overseas. Reports are that up to 7 agencies are in the country actively recruiting teachers to work overseas. The Ministry of Education has projected that up to 1,250 teachers could have left the classroom this year. Earlier this week, Minister of Education and Youth Favour Williams said that 167 teachers had resigned since July.
In thinking about teachers and what we have been doing well prior to this, and which we continue to do, we do have teachers coming in under the Jamaica-Cuban bilateral program. We have 70 teachers there. 59 of them are Spanish teachers, 5 in chemistry, 3 mathematics, and 3 in physics. We have a framework agreement or an MOU with the Cuban government under which we bring in these teachers into our system, which we have been doing now for many years. And of course, we always keep the lines of communication open. And in this case, should there be a need for additional teachers, in terms of Spanish and some of the other specializations. We are also giving our principals pre-approval for the replacement of teachers in clear vacancies and temporary posts funded by the ministry, meaning whereas before they may have had to go through a process of informing us and we getting back to them, they getting back to us, we getting back to them. We are saying we're giving pre-approval for the replacement of teachers in clear vacancies. Obviously, the formal request should still be submitted by each school for the formal response by the regional office, but this will create greater efficiency in the system. We're encouraging our school administrators to share their resume database as well with each other to support targeted and efficient recruitment of staff. And we are asking schools to also capitalize on the shared expertise of teachers through the Twinning of Schools program. There were several schools involved with this program within the same quality education circle. They may operate with the same timetable or for areas where there's a short supply and share expertise using the virtual space or recorded lessons. In some instances, a teacher may rotate or rove on a weekly basis to provide in-person lessons across twinned or paired schools, and where this is done, the ministry will compensate the teacher for the traveling cost. Of course, special approval must be requested for this facility to be funded with appropriate justification. We've also created the facility for school boards to request the extension of teachers who are scheduled to proceed on retirement effective September 1, 2022 and beyond, and have performed well based on their last performance appraisal report to fill areas of specialization at the secondary school level for which there is a short supply of teachers determined by the response to advertisements or reported lack of suitability of respondents by the school boards. Obviously, again, this is a decision that the particular teacher would have to make, but we're just indicating the willingness of the ministry to help to facilitate this. Approval is also granted for school boards to employ teachers using the part-time facility to engage trained individuals who may not be able to commit to a full-time work schedule. And these would include teachers who have retired since January 2018 and beyond and have performed well based on their last performance appraisal report prior to their retirement, and may also be recruited using the part-time facility, meaning up to 20 hours of work to fill areas of specialization at the secondary level for which we have a short supply of teachers, and again, as determined by the response to advertisements or reported lack of suitability of respondents by the school board. Today we're using this medium to acknowledge the staffing challenges that some of our school leaders would have reported as a result of the resignation of some of our teachers and the short supply of teachers in some of the subject areas taught at the secondary level. As our school boards pivot to respond to these challenges efficiently, I want to itemize some of the responses from the Ministry of Education and Youth to help our principals and our school boards as they prepare for the new school year. So let me give Jamaicans a sense of who are the new pool of teachers and what are their specializations. So we would have gotten figures that says there are 964 specialist teachers who have just completed their program of study and may be available for employment in the government teaching service. Contact can be made with the heads of teacher training institutions, and I know that many of our principals would have already made that contact. And looking at our 2022 teacher training graduates by specialization, I see accounting major with business, I see biology, education double major, I see chemistry teachers coming out, computer science, a double major, computer science with business education, computer science with mathematics. I see 111 early childhood education teachers. We have some 29 English double majors, 20 English language and literature. We have 140 mathematics double major, and we're seeing others with double major in maths with business education and so forth. We have some physical education teachers as well, netball and cricket, netball and football, netball and hockey. We're seeing primary education teachers, 259 of those. We're seeing social studies, Spanish major with English, Spanish major with French, for a total of 964 teachers with specialization who would have graduated from our teacher education institutions this year. And I'm sure many of those will be taking up appointments in our schools. Additionally, I just want to point out that included in the 964 would be 121 teachers who are on the Ministry of Education and Youth Special Scholarship Program. They would have graduated from our teacher training institutions, also expected to take up their position in the teaching force in September of this upcoming school year. These teachers on this special scholarship program are bonded for a period of 5 years, and among them are 67 mathematics teachers, 32 teachers of physics and chemistry, and 17 with industrial education specialization. We also have teachers coming out of the Teachers on the Build Out or Science Teachers Program Boost. We have 10 new graduates specializing in mathematics and science that will enter the system as pre-trained graduate teachers through the BOOST program. This is a reverse scholarship partnership program between the University of the West Indies, MONA, and the Ministry of Education and Youth, where the services of the best science students can be accessed while school leaders ensure pedagogical training is provided for these individuals to improve their effectiveness on the job. These teachers, while being compensated for the job of teaching, will receive their annual tuition cost at the end of each year of service, up to 3 years.